Welcome to Newsmakers. My name is Sharon Smith. I'm the Assistant Director of Community Relations for Chesterfield County Public Schools. Join us today, Sharon Hoffert. Welcome to you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Now, for our viewers out there, you are, by the title, the secondary mathematics coach in your first year, but obviously coming to that position, having held a very senior position for a number of years at James River High School. And we want to have you on here today to talk about an award that you received, the REB Awards. And if you would, just kind of start us off and explain a little bit about the award and what it is.
The REB Award is, I guess, a joint venture through the Community Foundation through several school systems in the area. I was nominated by a student, and so I filled out an application and managed to become a finalist, and I was asked to give a proposal of what I would do if I managed to win the award.
Now, obviously, it's a very distinctive award. Only a few people get those each year. And talk with us a little bit about kind of the proposal you had and the idea and the concept that you brought forward.
Okay. At the time, I was a teacher at James River, and I worked with our English as a second language students. I was a mathematics teacher, but taught a sheltered class of English as a second language students, which meant they were all in a class together.
Right.
And I felt like I really didn't have the means to be able to teach them as well as I could be. So I wanted to go back and get my master's degree in curriculum instruction and earn an endorsement in English as a second language. And also the other part of my proposal was to be able to travel to Central America to learn about the cultures and the educational backgrounds of many of my students.
And kind of breaking those two, I think obviously with the award, there's financial incentives which help clearly make that professional possible. But first of all, let's talk about going and getting in your master's. Obviously, that brought some tangible benefits in and of itself.
Without a doubt. I mean, I was able to go, as a math person, going back into a language field for my master's was challenging, but it was very good because I was able to learn instructional strategies to specifically help my students and then tweak them toward my mathematics class. So that was very beneficial to my students.
And obviously the education part's very important, but clearly I'm guessing that maybe the trip and the adventure in itself too was enlightening on many fronts.
Without a doubt. Before the REB Award, I had never traveled outside of the United States, not even very far out of the state. So it was very eye-opening, to go to Central America. It was beautiful, but it was very interesting to see many of the challenges the people there face on a daily basis. I was able to work within a school for a week. My students at James River rallied around me, and we raised $2,500 for me to take down and bring school supplies and books, textbooks for the students down there. So it was amazing to see the reactions of the students down there, just to get a pack of pencils and crayons and scissors, and so it was wonderful.
And obviously part of this from the educational perspective and the cultural perspective, it's the immersion factor, I'm imagining, for you to come back to the classroom and bring those tangible benefits. Talk about when you came back. I mean, obviously you brought a new skill set, if you will, to the classroom, literally and figuratively. How did that change both for you and for your students?
For me, I felt a little more confident in, I guess, my understanding of what many of my students, where they come from, and when they come into my classroom and maybe don't have the background that I had, hoped that they had. I had a better understanding. My ESL students were excited that I wanted to learn more about them and their culture. And my native, my AP Calculus students were just very excited to see and learn, see my pictures and hear, what I had seen and had learned in Guatemala.
And as obviously you made the shift from the classroom to the math coach, talk to us how that's even changed for what your focus is.
It has been a wonderful experience. Now I'm able to go around to many schools within Chesterfield County. I'm working with a lot of teachers and in many classrooms. So I feel like a lot of what I have learned, I have been able to share with many teachers, throughout the county, and specifically look at what some of our students with special needs need to be successful in the classroom.
Well, thanks so much for being here. Best wishes for another great school year coming up.
Well, thank you.
And thanks to our viewers. Please join us next time. We're about Chesterfield County Public Schools.